and welcome back to another video. My name is Underrated Hijabi, and in today's video I'm going to be attempting to make world's most popular dessert, Gulab jam. Gulab jam is a very popular dessert around the world, especially India, where it is known for its popularity. Gulab jam is actually not Indian. I know, it does not originate from India, it originated from Persia. Gul, which means flour in Persian, and ab, which means water, referring to the rose-scented syrup, and jamun, which refers to the dark fruit plum in India. We are going to be comparing three different types of gulab jams. The one that I brought from the shop, I got this from Pooja Sweets. The one that's inside a box, okay, and the one that I make myself. This is going to be so much fun, and this is going to be so interesting to do. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please give it a thumbs up, like, comment and subscribe. I'm going to start off by making this mix. Add in parts of water to the gulab mix. Knead gently into a soft dough. Apply ghee or oil onto both palms and then shape 40 round smooth jamons without any crack in the dough. For richer jamun, use milk instead of water. Deep fry in ghee on medium to low heat until golden brown. Drain excess oil and soak in jamons in hot sugar syrup for 30 minutes. So guys, I think that the first thing we should do is make our syrup. Nearly 1.5 litres of water. Add 500 grams of sugar. As that is boiling, we are going to get green cardamom. There's the saffron. Oh, that smells nice. Smell it. Oh, we're now going to add our cardamom. Okay, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of rose water because this is a lot of water. We're going to add a couple of strands of saffron. That's enough. Guys, we have to be careful. We don't want it to become thick, so we want it to still be thin and watery. So we're just going to boil it for like a short period. Guys, as you guys can see, the color is changing. I've turned off the syrup. I've let it sit on the side till it cools down. That's all there's inside. So we need some milk. Milk. I'm going to try and make it as smooth as possible. Slowly add milk. Add a little bit more milk. As you guys can see, it's trying to form a dough. Once it gets like that, we are going to use our hand. We're going to let this sit for like 10 minutes so that it just like says hello to one another. Make sure your hands are always wet when you guys are, doing this. As I've left the box one for 10 minutes, we're going to make my one. Well, not my one, but like the traditional version. And so we're going to be using milk powder, all-purpose flour, ghee, and baking powder, and milk, obviously. 3 teaspoons, uno, dos, tres, baking powder. And then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of plain flour. Going to mix that up. We're going to add some ghee. 1 teaspoon of ghee. At this point, we're going to use our hands and we're going to crumble this up. It's crumbly like this. What we're going to add is, we're going to add a teaspoon of this semolina and water mixture. Add it inside, add it inside, add it inside. This is also crumbly like this. What we're going to do is we're going to create a well, okay? And we're going to add some milk. Just a little bit of milk. And we're going to mix. Wet hands, we're literally just going to mix with our hands. Having wet hands is important, especially for this, because we don't want it to become dry. I leave this for 10 minutes. I've melted some ghee. We're going to use this on our hands. Grab a small amount, like that. Okay. I'm just going to put it on here. And we're just going to roll. No cracks. No crack. Guys, I was able to make 13. Whereas this told me you can make 40. How can I make 40 when I can only make 13? Using the same method for the other roll, we're now going to do this for this one. This one looks a bit more crumbly than the other one. But I feel like we'll be fine. I'm going to grab... This one does become circular. Guys, this one is also circular. As you guys can see, they are a bit dense, but we can smooth those out. I'm going to be using some vegetable oil, and also I'm going to be using some ghee to fry this. What we're going to do is we are going to put them in here once they're brown, and then once they're dried off the oil, we will place them inside the syrup. Guys, we've got the oil, and this one is the one that came in the box. I'm going to put them inside the colander and let it dry. I'm going to put the rest in. Move it around so it doesn't stick to the bottom, guys. We are going to add these to the syrup. These are quite hot, so I just dash them inside the syrup like that. That looks so good. I've already expanded, guys, compared to the size. That size, it's expanded. Gonna put them in. Maybe I should have made them smaller. These are my rolls, and now we're gonna put them on. Guys, let's turn these. Turn this one. These are looking sensational. And you can just eat these with a cup of tea, you know. We're gonna let the oil drain. We're gonna place them inside the syrup. Let this sit for, I think, for 2 to 3 hours. So welcome back. It's been a couple of hours. I really wanted to take my time. I wanted my gulab to absorb as much jamun as possible. I have, sorry, let me just add a bit of chiffon. Okay, let's start off by showing you guys how they look. This is the one that I created. This looks absolutely sensational. The way that they're around. By the way, guys, be very careful. Do not use a wet spoon. I've heard that that affects the pH balance. This is how they look. Very round, very succulent, juicy. Okay, do not laugh at me. I have made some really oversized balls. Comparing to these ones, these are massive. Like, this is massive. Look how big that is. I know. At the beginning, I noticed that I made it a bit too big, right? And then I was like, for my one, I'm not gonna make it that big because this, like, it's a bit mad. You know what I mean? So what we're gonna do is we are going to compare and contrast. Compare and contrast, the way that it works is we are going to get one of the one that I got from Future Sweets. Okay, that one. It's a bit hardy. That one. We're gonna get one of my one. Okay, I'm gonna put that aside. As you guys can see, there is a slight difference. This one is harder. Well, this is actually really hard. This is soft. But we're gonna give this a go. By the way, I've already left some on the table. Bismillah. That is very, like, it's very dry around the surroundings, and once you bite into it, it's not really soft. It's like, let's look inside. Okay, let's try this one. This is very soft, it's like a cake. And this is the packet one. Let's give it a go. These two are very soft, whereas this one is quite hard and it's a bit drier. This is very sweet. These are mildly sweet, but this one is extremely sweet and very hard. Like, is it supposed to be like that? Like, this is quite soft, it's more of a cake texture. These are more of a cake texture. I don't know, kind of like this one. Overall, I think we did great. Comment down below, what is the texture of gulab jam? How is it supposed to be? Is it supposed to be more dry and super sweet, or is it supposed to be more of a cakey texture but not too sweet? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this series of desserts that I'm doing. I really enjoy it because it challenges me to get into the pastry side instead of cooking all the time. That is a side of me that I really want to develop on, because why not? Like, if you're not great at something, practice makes perfect. So I'm gonna continue practicing, and I'll see you guys on the next dessert.